This is Carl.
And this is Nicole.
And this is Carl and Nicole Read the News on the road edition.
On the road edition.
So
this is very impromptu.
Yeah. We don't have an actual news item to read per se, but we want to talk about Magic Mountain and COVID.
Because that's where we're at.
Oh yeah, I guess we should have mentioned that, huh?
You can see the roller coasters.
And just to make sure that we comply with YouTube rules, we paid for our own admission.
Yes, we did.
So, starting next month, all mass gatherings in Los Angeles County, the person running the mass gathering has to make sure that people either provide a vaccination card or proof that they've recently been tested for COVID.
Within 72 hours.
And of course, it's a negative test. I guess if you get a positive test, it kind of defeats the purpose.
Are they going to be checking temperatures, or is that basically?
I don't know why they stopped that.
Because I think it's a false positive. I think it's a sense of security that really means nothing.
Well, in this era, a sense of security is kind of helpful. So anyway, so this will include the amusement parks in Los Angeles County. So it will include not only Magic Mountain, but it will include Hurricane Harbor and Universal Studios in Halloween season. So it's going to be this is high season for the parks.
And they missed out on last year, so this is a huge draw, and people are depending on that excitement.
And so a part of me feels bad for Magic Mountain, because this is going to really affect their attendance. But another part of me is because we have season passes, so we've been coming through the summer, and they really have not been treating the Delta variant very seriously. I've posted before some pictures. I'll include some pictures here of what the entrance looks like, and there's no need for this. They could have come up with easy ways to make sure people were socially distanced. So now that we're still experiencing the problems, it's kind of partially their own fault.
Are the signs back up? I mean, the sanitation stations are everywhere, but have you seen the Do the Six?
No, I have not seen any Do the Six signs.
Okay.
I mean, just basic things. They seem to be cowing to the people who want to pretend that COVID is not happening. So, any other thoughts on the subject?
Well, I mean, just sanitation in general.
Oh yes, we passed the garbage cans on the way in the parking lot.
And this is at 10 o'clock?
Yeah, 10 o'clock in the morning. It was before opening. And they'd emptied the garbage cans, but the bags were still sitting there, apparently from yesterday. There's no reason for this.
So you have to wonder, did they empty the garbage last night and leave them there all night? Or did they leave the full cans there all night and then empty them this morning and leave them there this morning?
In any case, they should have been gone before the guests got here.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, it's a total disrespect for the people who are paying good money to be here.
Because if you don't have a season pass, it is expensive to get in here for one-day admission.
As a side note, I really love that we're taking this right by the Revolution. I remember riding this roller coaster with my dad when I was little. This is probably the first, other than Great Adventure, this is probably the first thrill park I ever went to. But we started our day on that very coaster, and the triplets are riding it now.
Because my first thrill ride of the day was the bathroom.
How was the cleanliness of the bathroom?
I'll give it a 6.5.
Which is sad because, again, we're at opening. Yeah, there's no reason for that.
It had toilet paper, but
that's a plus.
There was one stall.
It's okay to do that.
That's disgusting. I wouldn't even lick my hand anyways, because we had suntan lotion and hand sanitizer.
but you taste good.
Ew. But there was one stall that was completely out of toilet paper.
My point was you didn't have to wipe your butt
No.
with your hands, right?
It's so gross.
Anyway, so I remember riding this roller coaster with my dad. It was the first ride we rode, and it was pretty new. I'm gonna date myself.
Why are you looking at me and not looking at me?
Because I like to look at you. You're pretty.
Thanks.
So, it was the first ride we rode, and let's see, that was 1978. So the ride was only 2 years old then. I mean, this was the main attraction at the park, other than Colossus, which had just opened but was closed the day we went.
There's quite a few rides closed today.
Yeah. So, I have fond memories of this ride. And then the last thing we did, I got suntan lotion in my mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, see? You shouldn't lick people's hands.
Especially during COVID, huh?
Disgusting.
So then this was also the last ride we rode, which was really funny because we were here on a family vacation, and my grandfather, he was getting grumpy and he wanted to go home. So my dad had sent him to the car, and said we were just going to ride one more ride. We rode the log ride, which doesn't exist anymore. IAP log ride. We rode the log ride like 4 times, and then we rode this ride one more time. And since my sister always got to ride with my dad and I had to ride alone because I'm 2 years older, I had to sit with like some teenage girl who had won this huge stuffed animal. So I had to share the ride. I can't believe they let you do this at that time. I had to share the ride with a stuffed animal and a teenage girl. So that's my memories of Magic Mountain. So when I'm a little passive aggressive, you know where I got it from. It was my dad making my grandfather wait for us.
Nice.
So I think that's about it. We're gonna go have fun with the kids.
Hope everybody has a great Sunday.
So this is Carl.
This is Nicole.
And this is Carl and Nicole Read the News, Traveling Edition.